Hello, everyone. Well, I'm going to show you how to create an email broadcast message in AWeber. An email broadcast message is just one email that goes out to everybody on your list, or you could take that one email and send it out to several lists that you have within the AWeber program or application. So it's just an email that some people call it an email blast. You get the point. Okay, step number one, we're going to create an email broadcast message using AWeber templates. Then I'm going to show you how to create your own message template. The reason you want to do that, let's just say that every day or every week you send out an email blast to everybody on your list and says, here's my new blog post about thus and so. Okay, maybe whatever it has to do with sewing, knitting, health and wellness. Every week there's a new blog post, online marketing. You spend all your time setting up a beautiful email. You don't want to have to do that every time you send out a notification that you have a new blog post on your blog. You just want to modify a little bit and hit that send button. Just change some of the text, maybe an image, and send it out to everybody. That's why you would want to have your own template. Step number 3, create an email broadcast message using your own template. And then step number 4, schedule an email broadcast message in AWeber so we can have that message go out. Instead of having it go out instantaneously, you can schedule it for a future day and time. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Here we are in AWeber. Let's click up in the upper left. That gets us back to the dashboard. I check out what list I'm on, right? There's several lists. I'm going to make sure that I'm on the list I want to be on. I'm going to create a new message, drag and drop editor. And this is just what it started out with by default because I had been playing around with this template earlier. So now what you want to do is you're going to create an email broadcast message using an AWeber template. So click here on templates. There are hundreds and hundreds to choose from. So you can just scroll down like this, right? This is the one we're looking at right there. I could click there and that would give me another one, or you can look under categories. So you could go under like holiday categories. And as you'll see, they have things for New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day, and 4th of July, etc., etc. So let's just go back up here and I'm going to go to all. You could always search for one. You can just type in Halloween, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, or corporate. You have all different types to choose from. Let's go to category all. Let's start out with a template that I like, that's easy to work with. Scroll down, it's called simplified. Now, under simplified, there's 4 little circles, so that just lets you know that you can choose from 4 different styles of this template. I'm just going to go with the first style of the simplified template, and I've clicked on that. I'm going to click apply. All right, so here we go. This is the template. We're going to modify the template and then we're going to save it as our own template. So what am I talking about? Click here. This is where an image goes. On the right, you can upload your own image, use an image from the image gallery. You can design one on Canva. I show that in the advanced course, or you can search on Unsplash for, what do they call, royalty-free images that you can use for free. Right now, I'm just going to go to the image gallery. And in the image gallery, there are, like I said, there are thousands of images. You can type in, under search, you could type in business and click search, computers, whatever, and you'll have all different choices. Or you can go click on my images, and these would be images that you have uploaded previously. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to try to find the one that I can use. Let's see. I think maybe this was it. Okay, Jimmy Joe's Marketing Company. It's a fake company. So that's the banner I want to use on top of every email I send out about my new blog posts. All right. Now, let's say we want to add another image in here. I can take an image right there on the upper left. I can click and drag it. I can put it right above there. And once again, I'm going to go to the image gallery because I've already uploaded some images. And this would be about how to create this one. So this is what the blog post is about. And at the bottom, I want to create a button for that. So let's click on button, click and drag, and I'll put the button right here. Now we want to link to, let me just click on the right-hand side. This is the text. And what I'm going to have it say is click here for my latest blog post. Okay, so we're going to have that aligned to the center. You can change the color here, the background color. And I'm just going to have it you can like choose a blue there and then choose what flavor. You can change text size here. And the text color you can leave it white, or maybe you could try out yellow if you like that. All right, now I'm going to, I need to have this button link to the blog post. So let's go to the blog post article. How to create. So this is the blog post. It's a fake post. Obviously, that's all Latin text, and this is a fake website. But this is the page with the blog post, how to create a Facebook cover in Canvas. So I'm going to click up here. This is the URL, Control C to copy, Command C on a Mac. Go back here. Don't click on the button. Just click to the right of the button. And where it says URL, I'm going to click backspace, get rid of that pound sign, Control Victor to paste. And then you get the green check mark. You know that it works. At this point, I can save it. Will save your work automatically, but I'm just going to save this page because we like it. For subject, I'm going to put check out my latest blog post, right? And we could also put in there, we could put there's like the eyes in there somewhere. There they are. If you wanted to, just to spice things up a little bit. Down here, we have, it looks a little jammed up. So what I'm going to do is put some space in there. You know what, before I even do that, I'm just going to highlight all this text. And up here, I like 18. It's easier to read. And if you want to change, obviously, if you want to change the font family, this is where you would change the font color, different shades of dark. I like to go with this one. And if you wanted to make it bold, et cetera, or add images and all that stuff, you go there. So I'm going to kind of click in a white space to deselect and see what it looks like. I'm going to click in there and just hit enter so we have a little space so it's easier to read. It says type / to write with AI or use commands. I'll explain that later. And so, well, it keeps popping up. So let me show you what it's for. I can just put a little /. It's right below the question mark on your keyboard, and it gives you different options and things like that. So if you wanted to add an image, a paragraph, let's just put a header 2 in there. And I could say right here, click here for blog post, right? And I can go up here to center that. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. Once again, we want this to link to the blog post. So this, if we click back here, we know this is control. You can do Control A or Command A to make sure you've highlighted the whole URL, Uniform Resource Locator, another name for web address. Control A to highlight everything, Control C to copy. And what I'm going to do is highlight all this text, and just click here to make it a hyperlink. And then I'm going to Control Victor, just paste it in, or right click, paste. You have different options. You want to do a link there. Click Save, and we are done. Now, let's just say you wanted to change this a little bit now that it's a link. Let's see if we can do that. We can go here and change the font color maybe to a darker blue, and we can change the background maybe to a light yellow, and we'll make it even a lighter shade of yellow. Click in the white space again. So it's a clickable link. It's a little more noticeable, obviously. You may want to put your company name or whatever down here, or you may just decide that you want to delete it because you don't really need it. It's up to you. Okay, and then we have that extra line down there. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Okay, so we just have that one line. Now I'm going to click Save It. So I'm saving the blog post, which was created using the simplified template. Now I'm going to save it as my own template, Save As, and I'm going to put you call it whatever the heck you want. Just give it a name that makes sense to you. So now I've saved the template. I just happen to notice I'd like a little more space under the image. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to save the temp and maybe put that comma after first name and maybe a little space there. And now I want to resave it. And the safest thing to do, now it's good that I'm messing around. So what you want to do is click up here to get back to the message, okay? And that brings you here. And now I'm going to save it as a template. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to give it a completely new name or a different name. Latest blog post number 3. So there's zero confusion. This is the one that I like the best. And we are done. So this is actually, let's just click Save and Exit, or we can go Preview and Test. And this is what it would look like. If you want to see what it looks like in your own email, you would just put an email there, a name there, and click Send. Okay, and then you'll get a test email of this. There you go. Now, I don't want to keep sending out. If I click, or you can see that this is highlighted, right? So click over here, it kind of becomes a little bit gray, and what's actually in the email is right here. Now, I don't want this, how to create a Facebook cover, to show up on every email that I send out regarding my latest blog post. That would make no sense, right? Okay, so let's go back to, the dashboard. We're still in the same email list. I want to create a new message. Let's go drag and drop editor. And it's using, by default, this is the AWeber template. I don't want to use that template because I just created my own. Okay, so before I start doing all that, I want to show you that this is the article I want to link to this time, how to build your list on a budget, right? So let's click here. And this whole page is just about this one blog post. So I need to click here to highlight the URL or the web address that links directly to this blog post. Click Control-C, Command-C on a Mac, or right-click and copy. Now I'm going to go back here. I need to choose my own template, which is click on Templates. Make sure when you're creating a new email based on a template that you do not check Keep My Message Content. You want to make sure that is unchecked. Click on My Own Templates. Latest blog post 3. It looks like I've given that name to another template earlier, but this is probably the one we just created, which is fine. So I'm going to click Apply, And this time, right, everything else is pretty generic, except I need to change that. So I click on that. I don't want to delete it. I just want to remove it and add another one. I can upload it from my computer or from the image gallery. I'm going to go to My Images, and we're going to go to, I believe it was the next, and there it is. So I'm going to click on the white space to the right of it, and up here I can put okay, so I'm giving the email a new subject line. I'm giving it a new image, and everything else I can leave the same or change. Oh, wait, I need to change this link here. So let me click to the right of the button, and I'm going to click there, hit backspace, Control Victor, and to paste. And this is how to build your list on a budget. You can see that, and I need to change this link as well. So I'm just going to highlight the whole thing, and I'm going to click on the pencil. I'm going to hit backspace to delete, Control Victor to paste, save it, bing, da bang, da da boom, and we're done. So I like to save it here first. I can do a quick preview. I can put in an email and a name up here to test it. I'm going to save and exit. And now I'm just going to show you how to do a blog broadcast, which was step 4. I'm going to click on schedule. If you want to send a test message, you have another opportunity to do that here. You can copy it. I'm going to copy this, click. So now I have 2 in case I want to resend it and modify it. I can copy this email to another list. What I'm going to do right now is schedule it. Who should receive this? I have choices. Click on edit. I can include all lists except for this, or I can exclude all lists, or it's going to go to this list right here, all active members. Now, you also have some other choices, just people who signed up in the last 30 days, etc. So anybody who's an active subscriber on the anti-anxiety book list should get this. I want them to get it. When do I want to send it out? I'm going to send it out in the future. When should it be sent? Click edit. And today is July 6th, 2023. I want it to go out on Saturday because I want people to start out their day right. I'm going to do it 9 a.m. or 9:15. That's Eastern time. I'm going to click apply. Do you want to schedule the message for Saturday, the July 8th, 2023 at 9:15 a.m.? Yes, I'm going to click there. And that email is going to go out to everybody on that list. Now, this is a dummy list, so I'm just going to unschedule that because I don't need the email to go out to anybody. Now, one last thing, quick review. Okay, so what we did is I showed you how to create an email message using AWeber templates. Save that, modify that template, save it as your own template. Step 3. Then you're going to create a broadcast message using your own template, which would be step 2. And then step 4, you're going to schedule that broadcast message to go out at a future date and time. And that's all there is to know about broadcast messages and creating your templates and using AWeber templates. I hope you found this helpful. Take care and have a great day. See you in the next video.